Dear students, good morning to all of you. You are all fine and safe at your home, taking care of yourself and your parents during the situation of COVID-19. The topic of class is cardiac output. Before that, we have read about the cardiac cycle. In the two main phases, that is systole and diastole. Systole is contraction phase and diastole is relaxation phase. In other words, systole is contraction, it means the heart is pumping out the blood, while the diastole, that means the relaxation phase, it means the heart is filling up with the blood. Remember this basic one, the cardiac cycle, the two main phases, systole, diastole, is involving both the chambers of the heart, atrium and ventricle. This cycle, cardiac cycle, includes both the systole and diastole in each of the chamber, that is atrium and ventricle. Another important topic concerning with this cardiovascular system, it is cardiac output. What is this cardiac output? Abbreviated by Q or CO. Is the volume of blood being pumped by the heart, in particular by a left or right ventricle, in the time interval of 1 minute. In simple words, or in other words, it is the amount of blood the heart pumps through the circulatory system in a minute. It is really concerned with the volume or amount of blood the heart is pumping in 1 minute. And the normal adult has this cardiac output of 4.7 liter. That is equivalent to 5 quarts of blood per minute. So this 5 quarts, it is the US unit, equivalent to 4.7 liter. It's somewhat higher. 1 liter is equal to somewhat higher, about 1.09. Slightly reading compared to the liter unit. That is why 4.7 liter is equivalent to 5 quarts. So normal adult has this much cardiac output, that is 4.7 liters of blood per minute. During the resting phase, but when the person is walking or doing exercise, it will change. This is also connection with blood pressure. The resting time, while at the walking and at the running time in exercise, all have connection with the blood pressure. The cardiac output has connection with blood pressure. We will see later on in the slide. So how it is measured? This cardiac output is the formula. It is determined by stroke volume, output, and heart rate. The cardiac output is equal to stroke volume into heart rate. What is this stroke volume? It is the amount of blood put out by the left ventricle of the heart in one contract. It is known as stroke volume. Heart rate, everybody knows the number of times your heart beats per minute. It will change according to the condition of that individual. Whether it is at rest, individual is at rest, or he is walking, or he is running, doing exercise. So this cardiac output, the unit is ml per minute, because its formula is stroke volume. It is ml per beat, heart rate into beats per minute. So this cardiac output is dependent on these two factors, that is stroke volume and heart rate. So here there is a slight change in definition. Here the cardiac output means the amount of blood that is pumped by heart in a minute. Earlier, the stroke volume is the amount of blood put out by the left ventricle of the heart in only one contraction. First part of the definition is written. The second part, that is heart rate, is responsible for this minute duration. Whole definition is dependent on these two factors, stroke volume and heart rate. Clear, everybody? What is cardiac output? What is the formula? Yes, everyone, it's clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. As mentioned here in the formula, cardiac output is always mentioned in this liter, ml liter per minute. And the someone who has the weight of this 70 kilograms, equivalent to 154 lbs, that is pound. The cardiac output at resting condition is about 5 liters per minute. It is a standard measurement for cardiac output for a person weighing 70 kilograms. It is calculated here according to the formula. In a resting condition, a male having this 70 kilogram weight, its cardiac output is equal to stroke volume into heart rate. Stroke volume here is 70 ml per beat, and beat is 75 beats per minute. So its cardiac output will be 5.25 liter per minute. In laboratory, there are many methods, clinical methods available for measurement of this cardiac output. But it is limited by the absence of a common method, widely accepted gold standard measurement. Every parameter used in testing pathological labs, they have a gold standard method, the common prevalent method, but this cardiac output is marked by the lack of this widely accepted gold standard measurement. Different labs use different methods for determining this cardiac output. So here output is 5.25 liter per minute because the stroke volume is 70 ml per beat. It means that upon one contraction, the amount of blood put out by the left ventricle, the amount is 70 ml. While the heart is beating 75 beats per minute. Multiply it, then comes the cardiac output. There are different measuring methods for the cardiac output. The Fick principle, the dilution method, pulmonary artery thermodilution, Doppler ultrasound method, and impedance cardiography. Here, an example has been shown for the heart rate, that is heartbeat during different conditions of an individual. The resting phase, it is 72. During the walking, it is 110, and during running, during exercise, it is 150. So this cardiac output will change according to the condition of an individual, and also change according to the day and night duration. What the person is doing according to the day, according to the afternoon, according to the evening or night. As I told you earlier, there is a relation of this cardiac output with blood pressure. The formula includes both stroke volume and heart rate, heart beat per minute. It is mentioned here as cardiac output is made up of heart rate and stroke volume, and at rest, these are relatively constant. But when the person is doing exercise, the heart beats faster, more blood is pumped out with each beat, contributing to a rise in blood pressure. This is the relation with the blood pressure, mainly during exercise. At rest, it is constant. During this exercise, the heart beats faster, the ventricle will pump out more blood, stroke volume is more in comparison to the resting phase. There is also rise in heartbeat. This will contribute to the rise in blood pressure. So if that cardiac output is rising, its parameter, the factors involved, they are rising. Concentration of cardiac output is rising. It will lead to rise in blood pressure. So changes in the volume of blood within the cardiovascular system will also affect blood pressure. So these are the relationships of cardiac output blood pressure during certain stages of an individual, during special conditions. In the first case, the person was severely dehydrated or lost a large quantity of blood through a wound. There would be less blood for the heart to pump, thereby reducing cardiac output in BP. So there is a direct relationship. Cardiac output is directly proportional to BP. Cardiac output is decreased, BP is also decreased. Cardiac output is increased, then BP is also increased. It's a very good example for a person suffering from dehydration, losing a large quantity of blood through an accident, through a wound. In this condition, there will be less blood for the heart to pump. This will lead to reduce in cardiac output and blood pressure. In another condition, during the peak of exercise, individual is performing, fit young person is performing this exercise, the cardiac output might increase up to about 20 liters per minute. Now, in another case, world class athlete, very fast runner, are doing other types of sports activities. His maximum cardiac output might increase around 35 liters per minute, according to this formula. Here, the formula shows it is for a standard person weighing 70 kilograms and in resting condition, आराम कर रहे हैं, sitting on chair, lying on bed. Then its cardiac output will be only this 5.25. The heart rate is this much, and stroke volume is this much. But when a person is walking or is doing exercise, cardiac increase. These are the different conditions and relationship of cardiac output with blood pressure. In the first condition, when there is a dehydration or there is a loss of large quantity of blood, the cardiac output will be decreased, leading to decrease in blood pressure. It means that there will be less blood pumped out of the heart by ventricle. But for a typical fit young person, healthy young person doing exercise, and at the peak of his exercise, whether it is in the open or in the gym, his or her cardiac output will increase to 20 liters per minute. So much is the increase that from resting phase 5.25 to 20 liters per minute. And for a world class athlete, regularly doing sports activities, very extreme sports activities, his cardiac output will increase around 35 liters per minute. Okay, this is about today's class. Thank you, everybody.